And welcome back. I'm not even mad. I'm not even sorry I cut you off, I mean. I hope you're not mad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be cool right now. Everyone tuning in. I just want to think of a big man zombie group.
Oh, okay. Who drinks Tab?
Alright, yeah. Yeah, Tab energy drinks and telling women to shut up. That's right, guys.
An energy drink? It's a soft. Oh my god.
Well, there's versions of the energy drink.
Well, I feel like we're talking about two different Tabs.
The super red can pink stuff?
Oh, no, that is the womanly Tab.
Shut up. Alright, we're getting into the match, guys. This is the winner's match here for Group C. Currently leading the series, spawning in the bottom right corner of the map. 1-0 over his opponent. It is Samsung Galaxy's blue Zerg player, Solar.
In the upper left, is the red Zerg. It is Liquid TLO. And I Wikipedia'd it. There is the Tab Extra and Tab Energy.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny. I hopped out to Twitter while we were on that commercial break, and Apollo and Solar having a bit of a conversation. Apollo just says, like, you know, you're so ghost suits. Solar, oh, the cockiness of this guy. I know. No, I really like Solar, guys. He's actually, you know what? Here's a fun story. This is like Rifkin, I don't know, filling time. Solar's one of the first Korean players I think I really, this sounds weird to say, like, quote-unquote, made friends with. A lot of the times you meet a lot of these guys in tournaments, you cast them a lot, you're very polite, they're polite back, so, you know, you're on a good basis, but Solar's a really funny guy. When he won the Korean qualifiers, he said he was doing it for my birthday gift. I mean, I know it's a joke, but still, I mean, Solar is, it's hard to call this guy anything but lovable, with his attitude especially. But at the same time, you had TLO, who, as a personal note to Base Trade TV, we're not gonna go like super secret information or anything, but he was like one of the nicer pro players, one of the first ones to actually approach Zombie Grub and I a long time ago and basically say, hey, you know, I like what you're doing with Base Trade TV, keep it up. If you need any help, let me know. So for both of these guys, like, you know, there's always those polls on Team Liquid, head versus heart. And it kills me because my heart goes out to both of these guys. But it is only the winner's match, so we don't have to get too squirmy just yet. And it's only 1-0. It doesn't mean this won't go to Game 3, but Solar showed just absolute prowess that game. I mean, someone in chat even asked, like, how the hell do you even get 100 lings that early? I mean, I don't know. You gotta be Korean, I guess.
So, in these situations where I can't decide who I want to win in the winner's match, I just think of who has the best chance to get out in the decider match. That's how I figured it out. And I actually have faith in both of these guys, so it doesn't actually matter to me who wins or loses here. That's the great thing about it.
Well, that's the great thing about this tournament. We got to invite our favorite players. You know, a lot of times we cast Dream Hacks, we cast IEMs. Huh?
That Jadong Journey thing.
Okay, well, that was as heart-wrenching as it gets. I don't think any game this tournament's going to be as crazy as that, but I mean, when we cast other events, you know, we don't pick the players. We just kind of have to ride it, and sometimes our favorites are there, and sometimes they're not. This tournament, seriously, all 16 players. There's not a single person in this tournament I'm not a fan of in the first place. So, I mean, it's sad that we have to eliminate 8 of them through these group stages, but Solar is going to actually have to deal with some banelings if he's not careful.
While TLO has to deal with some upgrades. Whatever. Solar got an Evo chamber, and
yeah, you don't go this early unless you're going to Carapace. Unless you're cats.
Usually we, yeah, okay, that's the thing though. Is you usually see the Carapace upgrade for sure, and then but sometimes we see the melee upgrade.
Solar's got to keep this from scouting it. Solar's going to see the bailiness now.
And there's no mistaking what that is. Like, no one throws a Roach Warren down there this early.
Okay, so here's the thing though, right? Like, you might think, okay, Solar's in a good spot, he's going Carapace. For those who don't know, I guess if you're new to Starcraft 2 real quick, Carapace actually lets Zerglings survive a baneling hit with 1 HP, so no longer one baneling wipes out a whole army. But rarely is that the case anyways. It's usually going to take a couple of banelings against another pro player to actually get the hits you want in the first place, because control out of Zerg players at this level, even though it's the North American server, and even though neither of them come from North America, it's still going to be like top level control. And TLO's not going to be able to sail one baneling in like, you know, Luke shoots a torpedo into the Death Star style. So, I mean, the Carapace is going to be good. It's going to help. It'll let his lings beat out the lings of TLO. It'll let banelings to make them require more hits. All these things, fantastic, great, cool. The problem for TLO is he doesn't know this.
Well, here's the problem for Solar right now. TLO starts the aggression very, very fast. There's no waiting for banelings. The +1 Carapace is not going to help out for a long time, and actually, coincidentally, TLO starts his own just a little bit later. But yeah, if enough damage is done before it finishes, well, obviously that's a problem, but TLO actually does his aggression and is looking to maybe back off, or at least Solar thinks so. Solar did cancel that spine, and in fact is going for a third, but TLO is still building lings. I think this is a mistake.
this is actually fantastic. You
No,
say
admin!
okay, we'll probably not invite him here for a little bit. Much love to the Korean admin, but if he's lagging like this, we don't want to affect him in the game, of course. But one of the things here that I think is kind of interesting, though, is we're expecting roaches out of both these players. Every time I've cast both of them in the ZvZ, that's what we see. But I'm loving the Zergling aggression, and I would really love even more if this kind of evened out and they both have to go roaches with 3 bases afterwards. But that +1 carapace finishing so much sooner for Solar is going to be a huge difference in TLO being able to take offensive fights versus defensive fights.
Yeah, and the reason that he canceled the Spinecrawler is because mostly, I believe, he did not see Lings on the way. His Overlord's on the pathway that you usually see Lings coming. If TLO does this, if he builds up in the natural and doesn't show them until he has a good 40, it could still be a huge problem. Solar might think that this is literally over. No more aggression. My +1 carapace is going to finish. Any light aggression is going to be absolutely fine. But, heavy aggression, TLO dedicating a lot to it, Solar has to be prepared. He has to have his own Banelings. Well, he might actually see this with his own Lings. There's a counterattack going. That might be the scout that he needs.
Yeah, that's Banelings coming in too at the same time. Overlords, ooh. Sorry, that was a lot more units, but it's just 4 Overlords spawning. Steel actually doesn't have a whole hell of a lot at home, but both ways going with Banelings.
Solar looking to problem the aggression. Oh, I like this. Not just staying at home with the 3rd hatchery.
It's a decent hit to start here. TLO's carapace will not be done anywhere near in time for this attack. He's got to be careful with these Lings, though. He can't give away too many, because let's not forget, even if he clears out the Banelings, he still has to deal with the Zerglings afterwards. Actually, Solar doesn't have that many Lings. He's turned them all into Banelings.
Right, yeah. Some of those did not actually attack when the +1 carapace is finished, but now it has. TLO still putting a lot of Lings, still a lot of Banelings. His own 3rd does come down, and it's almost finished, almost timed up exactly with Solar, in fact, so... Now we're not a point where the 3rd's going down, but these two guys at any point, 1 bad or 2 bad Baneling hits as opposed for 1 player, and a counterattack.
If he just it's so dangerous what he's doing right now. He has to play this dangerous game, but his +1 carapace is so close to finishing. Once he does, this becomes a much more even fight, but as we can see, it's not exactly an even fight in the first place. A couple of Lings funnel in there, but they're going to go for the 3rd now. TLO's got to waddle his slow Banelings over there to try and deal with this.
I mean, Solar's not letting up on this aggression. He's still bidding Lings. He does get a Roach Warren. His own 3rd is up. It's 38 to 34 drones in TLO's lead, but the Queens should at least target the Banelings with their last dying breath, but they do not.
The carapace upgrade is really coming in handy here for Solar.
Oh, Solar with the return aggression is going to win this game.
Well, you know what? TLO holds the 3rd for the time being, though. I mean, it's not a huge victory because Solar also has a 3rd, but...
The Lings are still coming. TLO's +1 carapace did finish, though, so now they're on even ground.
You know what, though? TLO's got +1 weapons coming out. If he can barely squeeze that out, he wins these little aggressive fights. But this is so dangerous! Even with the +1 carapace.
Worked out fine. He's trying so desperately to keep his 3rd. If he loses the 3rd, then he has to take a really great Baneling fight and then counterattack. He just can't... and TLO knows this, too. Yeah,
both players are fully aware. TLO, if he can just back off, I mean, I don't know if he's got something in the back of his mind, a clock ticking, those +1 melee upgrades are going to give him such a lead, but for those who don't know why making such a big deal about this, suddenly the Banelings can one-shot Zerglings again, right? And plus the Zerglings will then beat out Solar's Zerglings, but this is that timing for that fight, finishing up only just now.
TLO, still building, some Lings, 3 Banelings for all of that, that could have been just 1, and let the Queen handle everything else, but the +1 melee does finish. Goes for the Queen. Nope. Decides to back off, but TLO has to ramp up the aggression. Roaches are on the way.
Yep, his Banelings can one-shot again, so he's got this big advantage over Solar in that regard, but as we can see, there's just so much darting around, so much control going on for both these players. This is...
Oh, trying to bait him. Oh, these could be good hits.
No. One okay one. No. Second one not so good. That last Baneling, no good.
The Banelings go down. This is TLO.
There's some more Banelings sailing towards the natural, though. If he can kill enough of these drones, TLO gets himself back in this game in a big way, but goes off on the gas.
Solar's counter aggression, absolutely loved it. I was so afraid he was going to be passive and start turning up again, and TLO was going to be the one, on Solar's side of the map, but Solar, good counter.
He wanted the winner's match so he could 2-0 real quick, he said.
I know, right?
And he got it, so congratulations to Solar. TLO